it was awkward because the environmental health specialist with your family as customers, when you turn down Uncle Homer's land, are you welcome at Thanksgiving dinner? That's rugged, right? I got pretty good at my job in Lee County, but because we saw the same set of things every day. We saw chambers, we saw some easy flow, we saw gravel, a few tire chips, a pump system here and there. And I tried hard, wasn't great at a regulator because you got to say no a lot and didn't like saying no. But I managed and had a little confidence in it. And one day I got word that somebody was in the office and he was looking at turning some paperwork in. And I go out and look, and it's a family friend of ours, Dale Matthews. He owns a mobile home park a few miles down the road from my parents' house. And the mobile home park was a classy establishment. It had a road that went through it called SoCo Lane. And anytime a mobile home park has a road named after a liquor drink, you know it's a classy establishment, right? And so SoCo Lane, Dale Matthews is in there trying to get permits, and he's trying to get some permits for 6 or 7 new lots. And I was like, doggone, Dale, I hear you got some new land, you gonna push it? Nah. He said, we're gonna add another trailer to each lot. Dale's got 0.9 and 1.0 acre Piedmont. I was like, Dale, 2 3-bedroom houses on 1.9 acre lot. This is not gonna work. That's Dale, it's just those systems are too big, it's not gonna work. He said, I just wanna see. I was like, Dale, don't do it. I'm telling you, it will not work. He's like, all right, I appreciate it. He said, I'm just curious. I said, I know, but trust me, it's too tight. So he goes home. He's a little bit disappointed, but he appreciated the advice. I come back into work the next Monday morning, and what's sitting on my desk? Applications for permits for additional houses on SoCo Lane. I call him up. He said, I just want to see. I said, fair enough. I meet him out there. We go to lot 1. We start laying it out, start looking at it. It was closer than I thought, but I came up about 100, 120 feet short everywhere I tried. I can't make it work. And I spent time on it. I'm talking about hours. We go to lot 2. I spent the better part of the day and one by one showed him why each lot wouldn't work. Some were close, right? Surprisingly close, but it wouldn't work. Still 100, 120 feet, 80 feet. I was always short. Couldn't make it work in setback. And he said, all right, I appreciate your effort, appreciate you trying. He said, can I get my money back? No, I'm talking like $800 a lot. And I said, no, I told you not to apply. And so he said, all right. He wasn't happy, but he wasn't mad, right? He got it. So he goes on about his way. About 2 weeks later, I'm driving through Sanford down Horner Boulevard, and we get a phone call, and I answer it. Hey, how you doing? He introduces himself, and he says, have you got time for me to show you what you did wrong on SoCo Lane? Yes, I do. I pushed the brake pedal in Horner Boulevard, turned around, and drove with pace to SoCo Lane. Pulled up, cloud of dust jumped out with a little bit of pep in my step, and Thomas Boy, soil scientist, was standing there, and he and I didn't know each other, and I was not happy at our meeting, right? He doesn't know that I tried, right? And he thinks I'm just somebody who said, no, it won't work. And so I get out of the truck and start looking, and he says, have you thought about this? Have you thought about taking the trailer, picking it up, turning it sideways, pushing it back to the buffer right here, and then we're gonna take and put both of these houses on one system? Why would we combo the 2 houses? What is the required setback between 2 septic systems for 2 different houses? It's actually 20 feet. So we could put a property line between them. But if you put them on one system, we don't need a 20-foot buffer. And then he said, we'll use panel block as a repair. I said, we don't use a lot of that here. He says, in the rule book? Yes. Lot 1 worked. We go to lot 2, panel block, doing initial and repair together. Lot 2 worked. Lot 3, we did a bed. We started using different parts of the rule book that I had never touched because they weren't common. We're on the very last lot. Everything else has worked, and we spent time on it. There was like energy right there. It was exciting, right? We're going to get this done. And so the last lot worked, and I could have given him a high five. I was excited. And Dale Matthews is standing there. I'm standing there. Thomas Boyce is standing there. And Thomas looks at Dale and says, Isn't it a damn shame the level of ignorance the public has to put up with from environmental health? And I'm still smiling. And then I figured out what? Who's he talking about?
You.
He's talking about me. And I got angry. When I say I got angry, I mean like tear in my eye, angry. And I started looking at him and kind of pacing. I'd walk around and I need to hit him. I need to hit him. And I started picking out the line, right? And I said, I'll lay him down. I'll just go through him. And I walked away and I stopped, and it's true to this day, and this is a true statement. My father would be ashamed of me if I don't hit this man. He needs to be hit. And I needed to hit him, right? And I worked my side. I'll lose my job, I don't care. And so I get myself back into my county-issued Ford Ranger. I don't say a word. I drive off. I go back to the county. I lay the files on the desk, and I walk out, and I go home and tell them I got to go home. I'm off for the rest of the day. And at 10 o'clock at night, I was so mad I couldn't stand it. If you said one word to me, I'd have blown up on you, right? And I could not sleep. I sat there, and at 2 o'clock in the morning, I opened my eyes and looked around. I had a realization. I did not need to be mad at Thomas Boys. Who do I need to be mad at?
Yourself.
I let myself go to work every day, and I didn't know my trade. I didn't invest in that little rule book and let it whoop me. I took one of those rule books, I put it right here. I put one beside the bathroom. I put one in the truck, and I said, that 68-page rule book is not going to kick my butt. And I learned that rule book in a way that has helped my career tremendously. What I have seen of installers, and this is sincere as I can be, the few installers who have learned more than what they need to get by have separated themselves beyond imagination, and they are resources for their county people. They're resources for engineers. They never bid a job because people want them on their jobs. Whatever they price is what they get paid, right? So there's opportunity. There's no opportunity in this business if you're going to do crappy work. First of all, I will work to get you out of here. I will spend effort and time to get you out of here. But if you try to do good, there is tremendous opportunity. And frankly, one of the best opportunities is your competition doesn't try. If you guys will try, there is tremendous opportunity. So that's what I want you guys to do. Do good. Don't embarrass me. Try to do things right. You're young in your career. Try to learn as much as you can. Some of you I'll see tomorrow. Maybe I'll see some of y'all next week. Business right here. Straight up hardcore sales pitch. I want your business for your training that you gotta have. If you come to my training classes, I will put effort in, number one. I'll put effort in, and because I've sat in your shoes before, I will work to make sure you get something of value if you come show up here. All right? I want your business. Fair? All right. Go home. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you, man.